Hi, I'm Khalib Thompson and welcome to the Caribbean Diaspora Weekly, a place for news, features, and opinions affecting the Jamaican and Caribbean diasporas at large. First, in this week's news roundup,
Dominican gang brought to justice in Spain. Youth culture not conducive to achievement. And Shelley and Fraser-Pryce does it again.
In the expose, Jennifer Carroll, former Lieutenant Governor of the state of Florida, shares her experiences as a woman in power and how she's thrived even through highly publicized adversity.
Giving up is not an option. Giving up is just a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
And in the diaspora perspective, a woman's place, an opinion piece on the changing role of the West Indian woman. So you'll find women like these who take the reins of their country or their state or their company, wielding the powers that the boys do in every way, except we make it look good. Let's get started with the weekly news roundup.
Hi, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from Jamaicans.com and Caribcast.tv, covering May 9th to May 15th, 2014. Off the top in Diaspora news. From the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates has invited the Caribbean community to establish a diplomatic mission in its region. The Minister of State in the United Arab Emirates, Reem Ibrahim Al-Hashimi, issued the invitation during a meeting with foreign ministers from the Caribbean in Dubai. CARICOM believes that the region's interests would be better served if its member nations developed the mission as a bloc. From Spain, the Supreme Court in Spain has labeled the Trinitarios, a gang that has links to the Dominican Republic, as a criminal organization. In a ruling that allows longer jail terms for gang members who torture fellow members, the court upheld convictions of 7 members of the gang. It relied on a 2010 Spanish law that imposed heavier penalties for prosecutions involving organized armed groups that commit serious crimes. From the UK, this year, the United Kingdom will be the host of the 4th Biennial Jamaica Diaspora Conference. Leaders will be emphasizing the vision of the Jamaican government in facilitating the diaspora movement, recognizing its importance as there are likely more Jamaicans living beyond the home island than reside there. The diaspora community is important to Jamaica in the form of its remittances, which represent one of the biggest sources of foreign exchange for the country. From California, Angeline Jackson, Jamaican lesbian leader, will travel to several cities in California between May 25 and June 8, 2014 to discuss her work and her new organization, Quality of Citizenship Jamaica, QCJ. She will discuss ways that activists in the United States can be involved in changing the law that still makes homosexuality illegal in Jamaica. In Caribbean news, Caribbean nations are not willing to settle for a one-size-fits-all approach to dealing with the issue of climate change. Representatives from the Caribbean met with the Director General of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, Dr. Jose Graziano da Silva, to tell him that Caribbean countries should not be lumped together with Latin America if appropriate measures that will affect the agricultural sector are to be determined and implemented. In the Dominican Republic, authorities arrested 7 people accused of operating a migrant smuggling ring in the country. One of those arrested is a Pakistani citizen. According to William Munoz Delgado, director of the National Department of Investigations, the ring smuggled individuals from Pakistan and the Dominican Republic to the United States and Canada using counterfeit documents. In Jamaican news, according to Jamaica's Minister of Education, Ronald Thwaites, the present youth culture is not conducive to high levels of achievement among students. He believes the government should face the issue and decide what can be done to bring about change. Thwaites said the ministry plans to implement new programs that will support behavior modification and will be overseen by a national steering committee headed by Professor Frederick Hickling. Jamaican authorities are maintaining a large security presence in East Kingston. The police say their presence has increased in response to an incident in which 2 men shot at police officers in the Rockfort community. Residents in the area created roadblocks in the neighborhood to protest the killing of 2 men by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In contrast to the police version of the shooting, residents believe the men were killed in cold blood. In entertainment, Maxi, the British reggae singer, is slated to give a live performance at Caribbean Fashion Week 2014, which will be held from June 11 to June 16. He joins many other international stars who have appeared at the event since its origin in 2001. Caribbean Fashion Week is the biggest and most important fashion event in the region, and it showcases the top Caribbean designers along with respected stylists from other parts of the world. And in sports, Jamaican sprinters Shelly and Fraser-Pryce took the top spot in the 100-meter race at the Diamond League in Doha, clocking 11.13 seconds. Although it was not one of her fastest times, it was still fast enough to beat out her competitors. In business, small countries in the Caribbean realize strong support from the 53 nations that belong to the Commonwealth Association. The organization is critical in promoting the interests of Caribbean countries. However, the group is facing difficulties and needs stronger leadership to regain respect within its member states and the global community. If it cannot overcome its problems, the biggest losers will be the small Caribbean states that currently enjoy its support.
Trending this week, Tess Anchin performed her new single, Everything Reminds Me of You, co-created by A-listers Rock City and Superdupes on the finale of this season of The Voice. Her personal plea for fans to support the record racked up thousands of views and shares on Facebook in just the first 24 hours.
What's up, my peeps? I'm so excited. Oh my god, I can't believe I just sang my first single. I hope you love it. I love singing it for you. Go and check out the pre-order of the album, okay? I love you. Bye.
When we come back, a conversation with Jennifer Carroll on her transition from a self-defined sharp Trinidadian tomboy to a political powerhouse in the state of Florida.